Afternoon, I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Monday, April the 25th. Some news from the weekend that occurred while we weren't taping. About 600 people turned out at the state capitol Saturday for a rally to express disappointment over the operation of the Little Rock School District by the state of Arkansas. Particularly unhappy by the firing last week of Baker Kurrus, who's been a great superintendent for a year as he stepped into the breach to try and heal a very troubled school district. It made a lot of progress. Jana Della Rosa, the state education commissioner who reports to Asa Hutchinson, decided he had to go. It was time to bring in somebody from Bentonville. We believe, based on good evidence, that the reason was that Baker Kurrus had spoken up against the damaging effects of charter schools and how they take away good students from the district. The rally was to ask for reinstatement of Baker Kurrus, to put a moratorium on growth of charter schools in the region, and to restore a democratically elected school board to Little Rock. None of these things are going to happen anytime soon if the state has anything to say about it. But I'd urge you to read what Benji Hardy has written for the Arkansas Times and the Arkansas blog about why the rally and why continuing speaking up is very important to the city of Little Rock and the operation of schools. Future decisions could be just as damaging. Perhaps Asa Hutchinson, perhaps Johnny Key, perhaps Michael Poore, who's coming in from Bentonville, will listen to some of these arguments. Poore himself has some backers who thinks he's a good school superintendent. Could be. School superintendents don't really decide how good districts are. Principals and teachers do, and I think that's one thing that's been forgotten at this. Baker Kurrus understood that. He was working hard to hire good principals and staff good schools. Elsewhere, Rogers State Representative Jana Della Rosa says that she's going to try again this year to take steps to begin having online reporting of campaign finances in Arkansas. We're one of only about 17 states that don't have that now. It was beaten in the 2015 legislature. She's got a bill this week to pay for an online reporting system. There's going to be some resistance from legislators who say, oh, some rural legislators don't have good internet access. It's not fair to them. Well, are we going to wait till the entire state has incredible Wi-Fi, or are we going to join the rest of the world in having accountable online reporting? As it stands now, it's very difficult to track big money spenders in the legislature. This kind of online data would make it better. We should have it, and we should have had it yesterday. Good news on the spirit of revolution in American government. It doesn't end at the presidential political level. It goes down to City Hall. Capi Peck, a tireless city activist, she's the Trio's restaurant owner, says she's going to run for city board this year for a seat held by long-term incumbent Brad Gazort. And Molly Miller, a super bright young graduate of the Clinton School for Public Service, is going to throw her hat in the ring, take on a tough mission running against a citywide elected official, Joan Adcock, who's long outlived her welcome in this city, but she's going to give her a race. She may be hard to beat, but the social media is already cracking with talk about her. Are we ready to turn things upside down? Capi Peck and Molly Miller might let us know if Little Rock is ready to do it this year. Late Friday, there was a document dumped from the University of Arkansas in which it provided an extensive response to questions by David Pryor, a member of the UA Board of Trustees, on a proposal to expand Razorback Stadium with a cost of $160 million. The short take is that the new Chancellor Joseph Steinmetz made it clear what side of the ball he's on. He's on the side of football. He said the very future of Arkansas and its economic and cultural well-being depends on this project. So there you go. Football stadiums first, chemistry labs sometime down the line. And Jeff Long, by the way, outlined tens of millions of more future sports projects that he has in mind, from a Bud Walton fix-up to a volleyball arena to a baseball stadium expansion to who knows what all. Also late Friday, just to take a note, Mike Maggio is going to be allowed to remain free while he appeals his 10-year sentence for taking a bribe to reduce the verdict in a nursing home damage case. The judge Brian Miller said that there's a sufficient legal question that he's raising that he should remain free and not to have to immediately go to jail. And finally, this for some good news for people trying to make money off used cars. When Hillary Clinton went to the White House in 1993, she no longer had use for her flashy '86 Olds Chiara. She sold it after putting it out for bids to a member of the White House ground staff who's kept it garage for all those years since for just the right moment. Put it on eBay. He bought that car for $2,000. It looks like the winning bid to buy it from him was $60,100. It comes with a Bill Clinton for Governor sticker. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back tomorrow.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR, we are Little Rock's team, and Little Rock Rock's University.